What are you using,
Yeah,
OBS?
we had a little trial and error run last night on it.
Yeah, you're live now.
Yeah, it just said Hangouts.
Yeah. So now I get to go back and try to on my channel. Oh wow.
Yeah, maybe Fan or Edub will
So
show up.
doing it early enough for him, man, because for him and other guys.
Lock over there right now.
That's why I to do it early.
Yeah, I don't even know what time it is here. 8 o'clock?
8:11 where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm Eastern too.
What state you in?
Oh, I'm in Ontario.
Oh, right on. I didn't realize you were in Canada.
Yeah, they're for the Timmies.
Ah, gotcha.
Coffee for the boys. Have a dart. What are you guys up to? You guys do some Christmas shopping today, or?
I didn't. My brother, I just talked to him earlier, and he just did some Christmas shopping earlier, but I'm kind of holding off to the last second.
Isn't that what everyone does?
Uh, you get all them crazy people start doing all them Black Fridays and go out and they go out when it's super busy, and I try to avoid that if at all possible.
That's me. I'm the crazy guy.
I'm the crazy guy. So are we on YouTube or what's going on?
Enjoy it.
Because I'm on my phone, so if we were, I can't see chat.
Yeah, I'm on my phone too.
Fun to me, man. It is. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you sounds like your mic's starting to cut in and out again, man.
Casting on mine through Mac member live stream. I'm trying to. I'm a little bit right now because I'm going through trying to YouTube.
What?
Are you there?
I'm here.
I'm here.
Watching Planet
Okay,
of
I'm
the
back.
Apes.
Yeah, I've been sitting here watching some Street Outlaws marathon.
Planet.
Going on behind me. So I was sitting there going through and checking out my Craigslist, and I was finding a bunch of deals on Craigslist. It was what I posted up the other day, and or today, something like that. For was those Burchardis or and I'm trying to get like a feather fin, but I want a daffodil or Burchardi to go in there with all of my ones that I got in my Tanganyikans. I'm gonna end up doing because this guy's telling me that he has all of them the tank together. I think he said 3 daffodils and 3 Burchardis, and they're all getting along all right inside his. So what I'm thinking about doing is introducing all of them into mine, out from there, which ones don't take and which ones do. And then if I have to rehome some, that's what I'll do.
I would think it should be all right. I had Brichardies and daffodils when I had my Tanganyika tank set up. Didn't have any issues.
Yeah,
Like I said,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm hoping, man.
I had those fish in a tri-lake fish tank where you had Malawi, Tanganyika, Victorian. The thing is with those fish, I think they're more docile, depending on like where you get them.
yeah, my Tanganyikas were all right. I didn't really have too much of an issue with them. They just
Well,
would bite me all the time when I'd stick my hand in the tank.
well, mine actually bred in a 240 long.
Yeah, I crossbred an orange fin comp with a pearly black Congo Calvis.
Huh.
I've got one of the babies left of him. He's not. I mean, technically, he's not a baby anymore. But
Yeah,
got one of them left.
I was just
I wish
looking
I
at
could get one.
1-inch black Calvis. They're going for like $6.99 up in Canada.
Oh, that's I paid $19.99 for mine.
Yeah.
But he's probably about 2 inches when I bought him. But they bred like crazy. The orange fin comp, it was weird. It was like dwarf. She didn't get any bigger than like 3 inches. But her side fins, that's why they called them orange fin comp. I mean, they were as bright orange as a clownfish.
There you go, Red Dirt. I added a link to the chat. Hopefully you can get in through there. If not, then I thought I sent you one. Sorry, guys.
You're all good. Yeah, I wish I would have kept.
I'm doing a.
You're doing what?
I was trying to do the chat on my phone at the same time.
Gotcha. Yeah, I wish I would have kept more of my offspring from that crossbreed that I did, because from the first batch that I had a male that came out the spitting image of his dad.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't want two that look exactly the same, so I ended up getting rid of him. And then right after I got rid of him, probably about a year later, then the dad died. So I was kind of upset about that. I wish I'd have kept him.
There's one of my
I don't know what's
crystal shrimps.
Yeah, I wanted to try another shrimp tank, man. Every single time I've done a shrimp tank, they'll breed, but then the eggs will never hatch, and then every shrimp in the tank dies. It's aggravating as all get out. I've had harlequin shrimp, the crystal shrimp, tiger shrimp, lemon drops, blueberry, cherries, and I've just not had any luck whatsoever. Something I definitely want to try again.
That'd be a good picture right there.
Oh yeah, dude, he's nice looking.
I don't know how I mean, I've posted it live on there. I wonder if I should post the link live on Google Plus. Let's see if I can do that.
Just got a crazy snail outbreak in this tank.
Hey, Red Dirt.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Captain Spicy.
What's up, Red Dirt?
Ship him some snails.
What kind of snails are they?
I don't know. Look at these things. Regular pond snails, I guess. It's cool because this one actually has like a gold shell.
A pond snail will have like a spiral type shell. They almost look like ram's horns.
This like you can't really see it, but the shell on this snail is gold.
Yeah, that's a ram's horn from what I can see right there.
No clue how they even got in here.
Plants, probably.
Yeah, well, these are tropica plants.
Ah.
Like, you can tell those are tropica plants.
Yeah, because I had a
Hey
big...
guys.
What's up, Matt?
You know what's funny is I posted that question well, the
Look,
poll
snail eggs.
for the Brichardi and the daffodil on Mac uh, friends or aquariums. The name is, you guys know which one I'm talking about. Tropical aquariums. Backwards, saying daffodils, and they're saying that's weird. You could tell who wants the colors.
When I've ever answered the poll, I put daffodil, and Brichardi was way higher than daffodil. But then last time I looked at it, I even commented that daffodil was way up higher now.
The daffodils are pretty, and that was one of the things that is having a problem with me. Decide and see, aquarium is beautiful, man. It is absolutely beautiful, but D would drive me nuts in there, and it would drive me nuts.
Yeah, like I said, when I had my Tanganyika, I'd have like a whole hodgepodge of different Tanganyikans. That just came down to whatever I saw and I liked. That's what I bought and put in my tank.
Well, the only ones that I'm really picky about is Cyprichromis. That's the only ones I'm actually staying real picky about.
Somebody watching Cheers.
That I'm having a hard time about.
Everybody knows your name.
That's my ringtone. Sam's my idol.
Oh, that was the ringtone on your phone?
Yeah.
I love the functions on these Fubo Flexes. They're awesome. The only thing I wish these Fubo Flexes would have came with are timers for the light. They should.
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff that I have over at my sponsored store, like you can buy actual Wi-Fi controllers to plug into your lights now.
Yeah.
So those are pretty cool, and they're pretty cheap. I think they were going for like $12.99 or something stupid like that. And they're getting imported in from China. So, whoever's like modeling stuff over in China right now, they're doing their damn thing, man. Because there is some serious stuff coming in from there right now that can match Fluval, that can match Eheim, that can match Hagen or whatever Fluval owns Hagen now. Crazy. Here's the other one I set up a couple weeks ago.
What size is that shrimp tank?
Oh, that's the Fluval Flex 9-gallon. I picked it up for pretty cheap. I got it for $90 Canadian. Nice. And then because not full red albino show guppies. So what I did is I went when I was at the fish auction tank from there. I think we paid $30 for this tank here. So I took the adults out of the 9-gallon in here.
It looks nice.
No.
Yeah, I love Dragonstone, man. Like it's not done yet because I'm waiting to get all the plants because I'm gonna escape all this in with some ferns and mosses, and I'm still not too sure if I'm done with like the scaping of it all. I think I need a few more pieces of wood and rock, but just the rock alone in here, guys, costs like $200.
Yeah, that stuff's not cheap at all.
I'll just keep finding it out of my local vent pipe. From
these guys are spectacular. Like these are what full albino red guppy show look like. So if you ever see them anywhere else, this is what they really look like.
Yeah, they look nice. Not really much one for guppies that much, but those look pretty nice.
So I'm going breed these guys. Like I don't even know how the snail got it. I'm still on it, but that's not.
Yeah, I had a bad infestation of trumpet snails and ram's horn snails. That all started from one snail, one trumpet snail and one ram's horn snail, and I ended up with, I shit you not, probably 10,000 in my tank. But then when I got some Mbuna in my tank, they tore those guys up, and now I don't really have hardly any at all in my tank. But there's no more ram's horns, but I still got a few trumpets.
On my head because this. Gotcha.
Hey, I don't know. I've been pretty excited about these since I saw them. I'm saying, Kevin, I'm pretty. I don't know exactly go like with the smaller trophies in there and all that with some because they're 3-inch.
I would think it'd be all right. I mean, like I said, when I had my tank, I just, if I saw something that I liked and I wanted it, I'd buy it. It didn't matter how big it was or what it was. But I think it all came down with me is the order of the fish that I put in.
You've been on your you and Red Dirt have been now for a while.
What's that?
Well, it's not. It's like I want to try them. I think it's going to be fun. But it's bothering me.
Look at this poor excuse for a fish tank.
What, are you going to put a beta in there?
I gotta go find like a 0.5 watt heater because it's like a 2.5 gallon.
I wonder if you can.
I got a light for it, so I can light it. Like the only thing stopping me is a heater.
You'd think small, you wouldn't need a heater.
Just put a light on it. The light should heat it up.
Yeah, well, these tanks are downstairs in a basement. So I don't want to take a chance because I set this up to start housing all the babies that come out of here. Move it. Put like a 15 gallon right here. Good to go.
Yeah, that would look pretty decent.
My heater can kick off and not even stay on, and my tank won't ever go down any lower than 74 degrees.
What all are you going through to get your tank winterized or ready for winter? That's something I don't have. Like, it seems like you guys are getting ready to go through a situation.
My problem, I'm blowing circuits. It's like I got so many tanks on one circuit, so now I'm having to go through and decide what I could do with that and because I can't have it just popping while I'm at work. It's done it twice while I was at home in the evening time, so starting to freak out a little bit.
It would be tough.
Interrupters hooked up to it, or is it blowing the actual breaker?
It's popping the breaker. So I got on one tank. So I got a total of 2 FX6s on my 240, and I got 4 of the what are they? Samsung Sunsun 304Bs hooked up on the same breaker, and then basically all the aquariums are on this one wall of the house, one circuit of the house.
Oh, I got so you have to go through and go hook up a bigger breaker outside.
Yeah, probably so, because I'm running the heaters, like in the 240, I got to run 2 big heaters to keep it warm, so.
My fish room, like I said, it's the warmest room. It's the warmest room in my house. So
Yeah.
the only time I really click my heaters on is during the wintertime. During summertime, it don't get any lower than 74 degrees, so I don't really have to worry about it. If I get ick or something that I need to raise the temperature of the tank, then I click the heaters on. But other than that, I don't really need them on. I just clicked them on yesterday because it's been snowing and it's been pretty cold here. It's been like 19 degrees, 18 degrees. So that's what I was just telling Matt when he very first called me. I was topping off my main tank. A lot of water evaporated out overnight.
My buddy just asked me a question right now on his. He just tried calling me. That's who Cheers was about. On his hang on.
Yeah, it keeps cutting in and out.
No, that's me. I'm cutting.
Huh.
I'll get something to say and then I'll be like, oh, hang on for him. But no, fish that are he's having a problem with his heater and stuff. He's got a fish that he said that when he adjusted the heater, the fish will swim, but when he hits the ground, he lays over and just doesn't want to do anything. He's asking, does a change in temperature of your house, such as winter to summer, running the heater affect a fish tank significantly?
Hey, did any of you guys run these right here for your heaters?
On mine,
No, I don't.
I run my heater straight at 80 degrees. Great idea, though. I like that.
I keep mine ideally between 76 and 78.
So I put this on here because I run not like the best heaters, and I'm afraid they're going to falter. So this will actually, I just turn them all the way up, and this controls it both heaters. It works pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, Toy Car actually makes some little DIY stuff he makes those and he sends them out to people that are like a digital thermostat for your heater. Doesn't matter what kind of heater you have, it has a digital thermostat on it to where you can make it to whatever you want. It'll stay at that.
Well, I need to get with them then. I got a few more tanks I need that for.
Yeah, he makes them.
Huh. See, I don't know, man. I'm terrified about dropping mine down. I've always kept mine at 80. I keep it at the high points, but I've never really had a problem with it.
I used to keep mine around 80,
I did.
82,
Well, I can't say that.
My fish were just too aggressive at a higher temperature like this. That's why I keep it down a little bit lower now. They're not as aggressive anymore.
Yeah, those are my hopes too.
I just dropped the temperature.
My 90 gallon, that thing was a 300 watt heater. Barely runs.
Yeah, I'm not even 100% what my heater is. I've had it for a long time.
I got a 500 and a 300 in the 240.
Hey, as long as that thing still works.
Yeah, it still does work. Like I said, I mean, but I don't have to run it all the time. I only run it, when it's cold out or when it needs to be run. Like I said, when I ran it at 80, 82 degrees, it would run all the time. But then I slowly dropped the temperature down and down to till I got it to about 70, 76, just to keep the aggression down on my fish because it was just getting ridiculous. They do well now with where the temperature's at. And I actually see better colors in them now where the temperature's at.
Hey, do you guys, any of you guys have any Fuscos by chance? I got this Fusco from probably a month ago, and he's not. I mean, it's supposed to be a male, but he hasn't started coloring up at all, man. I think they wait till they get bigger, right?
Yeah.
I got about 7-inch Fusco. Hold on, I'll show them to you. I'll flip my camera around.
Yeah, dude, Fusco's, it depends, man. Like aggression in there too. It will take them a little while.
That's my
But
Fusco right
when
here.
he gets dominant,
Pulling snails.
He's about 7 inches. He changes colors.
Oh, wow.
yeah, he's a good looking.
Yeah, this guy's probably
doesn't even
3.5.
It's what I do.
3.5, 4 inches on this guy.
Pulling snails.
Yeah, that's a male.
It is a male?
It looks like it.
All right.
I mean, when I
All right,
bought
good
mine,
deal.
when I bought mine, he already had super long fins, so that's how I knew he was a male. And then you can see he's got the egg spots that finally ended up coming in on his anal fin. And usually that big white dorsal stripe is usually an indication of a male. And
How big is he?
About 3.5, 4 inches max.
That's about how big mine was when I bought him.
Still a little. Yeah, he's still a little
Yeah.
young for you to sex, huh?
Yeah, he's still a little guy.
I guess I should have known when I saw him next to that. Oh man, that's a good strawberry.
Yeah, that one I thought was the daddy of the other one, and it ended up being another fish. So I threw him in this tank for punishment, and he's blown up. He's got a lot bigger.
Kevin has a sulfur head that I swear looks like an Apache to me. Is he?
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I'd look at I didn't know at yours. I think of an Apache.
Yeah, he's an Apache silverhead. He's a good looking fish. He's kind of like my little puppy fish. Every time I'm sitting here, he always comes over and hangs out next to me.
Are you guys live on YouTube?
I think so.
Anybody check the
Yes.
chat or?
I can't check it because I'm.
Off and on, but I do need to go back to it.
I'm gonna go have a dart.
Hey, Sherry Sweeney said that those are her favorite guppies.
Those albinos.
Yeah. I got those for half price. I paid like what? $20 for 3 of them.
Yeah, Sherry. I normally buy my cichlid lovers in Tucson with Alan. I fish in Phoenix at James Large Shack because I live right between them. every once in a while, I'll get like a deal like what I just found on with Brashardis and stuff like that. That I'm not going to pass up. It's Tanganyikans are pretty hard to find versus Malawi for me. And when I find something that I don't have and that I like, I'll jump on it right away.
Yeah, I used to have to drive to find my Tanganyikans.
Yeah.
I'd either have to get them
Yeah, there's
or drive to get them.
Yeah, that's right. Here's the daddy of the strawberry I got. Come on.
Sunshine?
Yeah, that sunshine mated with the strawberry.
It almost looks like a mix between a Sunshine and a Eureka.
Yeah, that's the one that mated with that, the one that's in my grow out tank. So I'm kind of curious of what they're going to look like.
That Texas cichlid's large and in charge.
Yeah,
no kidding.
He's the reason I got back into this, man. He was a little tiny fish, maybe about a half an inch when we got him, threw him in the tank, and pretty much forgot about him. I mean, we'd feed him every once in a while. The light went out, and I never was into it very much. So we just do water changes once every like 3 months. He was in a 55-gallon by himself. And then one day I bought a light.
Like them South Americans are all round shape, huh?
Yeah, he's pretty cool, man. He's a good fish. So anyway, I turned the light on, and he started coming to the glass and wanting attention. So he's the one kind of got me back into it. And then Elsa, this is the big fish here. We rescued her.
What is that, a Severn?
Yeah, Severn. She was real scared, and they're like, man, you can't put her in with any cichlids. They'll beat her up. And she's pretty much the boss of the tank. She was real skittish at first, but now she holds her own.
Yeah, it looks like she's got some good red marking and everything down like in between her eyes and whatnot. Hey, hold on a minute, guys. I'll be back.
This whole tank was kind of an accident. We just started throwing fish. Where I'm from, you can't get fish, so you just kind of settle with what you could get. So this tank here, we just kind of threw together with fish that we could get.
Yeah, I always liked those ollies, man. I've always liked those. That pretty much what you have going on is what I had going on. I kind of, because I had started out with the Mbuna. So I got tired of the Mbuna. I kind of moved to the. But I don't miss switching from. I'm quite happy with the smaller ones now.
Yeah, I just don't like the Mbunas. They're too aggressive. Like, so you see, I got a one of those bumblebees. So when I first started, we bought like 15 bumblebees, and those things made it like crazy. We had probably 5 tanks full of fry. We ended up having to get rid of all of them. The only one we got is this one here. My wife calls him George, but it's a female. But anyway, it was a real small when we first got him. He's kind of grown up, so we kept him, but got rid of the rest of them.
Yeah, I think bumblebees are just about as aggressive as zebras, really.
Oh, I know, man. That's why in Mbunas, man, I just can't. It's like I want to be relaxed, and this tank's the most relaxing tank. This tank, all the fish pretty much get along all the time. So this one's really relaxing. The male tank, that one's pretty relaxing too, but you throw usually one fish in there and they start going at it.
I ended up having to eliminate all the Mbuna out of my main tank. I sold some I didn't really want to have to get rid of because I liked them, but I've got 2 Mbuna left, and one of my other tanks I've got my blue lips and my red top hongi.
You know,
I want a star sapphire, man. That's going to be my next fish. That's what I want to get next.
Yeah, I want one.
Man.
Those dudes are sweet.
For the male Happen Peacock tank that I'm putting in the 150.
for sure. I don't even think I've ever seen one of them for sale around here or not.
No, I was gonna order. I had a bunch. I had like 6 fish ordered for Life Fish Direct had that sale, that 30% sale on, and I ordered like $300 worth of fish, and then he emailed me saying, hey, a couple of the fish is not good enough quality to sell, and he wanted me to pick a couple more fish at the regular price. I'm like, dude, I'm not doing that, man. Let's just cancel my order. I'll find somewhere else to do my business. So, yeah. Especially like I was planning it, man. I cleaned my tank, got it all ready, man. I'm one of those guys that make sure everything's 100%, you know. So I put in a lot of work before I even ordered it. Then it took me forever to choose the fish because I don't want to just come. I just don't want to pick just any fish, you know, settle with any fish. That's what this tank's about. So I want to be pretty selective of what I get.
Yeah, when you start building one that's one that you've been wanting for a while, it's different when you start selecting and ordering them off of the internet like that. And it just start actually getting picky. You're not going to settle with them.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about the ventralis. I am excited about ventralis. I'm pretty excited about tomorrow with the brachardi. I just curious about the lay lupi. I just don't want the lay lupi to just go in there and destroy them because supposedly they're 3 inches. So the man measures 3 inches.
If you had a way of doing it, Matt, what I would suggest doing is taking that lupi out and putting him in a different tank and let everybody else in that tank get kind of their own hierarchy going on, then put the lupi back in, because that's one of the reasons I never had any problems with my cylinder gifts, is because he was one of the last guys that got put in the tank, so he just fell in line.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to do. I was going to jail him for a little bit.
Yeah, but he's still in there with those fish, and he can still see those fish.
Well, I wonder if I was to take him out and put him in with my Shelleys. Put him in, well, not in there, you know. Cage him.
Yeah, cage him and put him in there. Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be
because otherwise he's still just looking and he's still seeing all the fish and he's still thinking this is my tank and you're running around and doing all this stuff in my tank. But take him out, you know, let a new hierarchy start with the new fish and then put him back in, and then he won't have any choice but to fall in line, especially if there's bigger fish than him in there.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I didn't, you know, I was thinking about that, but I think all of it just sucks because I don't like messing with the shell dweller tank because I get a decent time lapse on it, because when I go in there and I start farther out on them actually breeding, it does, because they're real picky. I don't know. Till I move and I can put them in like a corner to where I have to paint the side of the aquarium. And down this way, you guys see me looking over there. The side of the aquarium is where I walk by the hallway, and it terrifies them when I do that. I have to paint that side.
Yeah, they'll all shoot down into their shells.
But see, it's like I'm on alert than they do, you know, making me money.
Yeah. So that's what, with my tank and Eco Tank. Like I said, there was fish that I knew I wanted, but I just selectively put certain ones in order in that tank. Say, okay, this guy's going to be a little bit beater, so I'm going to put these guys in first, and then I'll wait and put him in later. So the other guys are, you know, they establish their hierarchy, and then the new fish doesn't have a choice but to fall in line.
Well,
so I knew which ones I wanted. but I was just real selective on when I got them.
The Brochardi and the daffodils about the same size, and
Daffodils are a little bit more aggressive than the Shardies.
well, if I'm going to be able to win, be able to win with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, every fish is different. I mean, my daffodil was more aggressive than my Brochardi, but that's not to say that the daffodils you're going to get are going to be more aggressive than the Brochardies.
I don't know, man. The Lelupi is pretty strong with it.
Yeah, they're notorious for being. I had a friend that kept one of them like he got in with a red devil, and the red devil did not mess with that Lelupi whatsoever. And that red devil was huge. Only 2 fish in the tank, red devil and that Lelupi. And that Lelupi did whatever he wanted to do. So, I mean, those fish are notorious for, like I said, with my Cylindricus, they're basically the same fish. They just look different. If you were to take both of them and make both of them albino, you wouldn't be able to tell which one's which.
Yeah, I don't know. Know what else to do. There is a list that I have had, but I mean, are small. I mean, unless they're fully grown, they're all under 6 inches.
Yeah.
At 6 inches, they're not even full grown. I mean, or that's giving some big. The Ventralis the Ventralis are only 4 inches.
My Cylindricus, he's full grown up. My Cylindricus, he's my oldest fish that I got, man. He's like 13 or 14 years old. That's how long I've had him. And he's only maybe 4.5 inches long.
That's what I'm saying.
He's my old man. He's an old
Red Dirt. It's been really nice watching your tank, man. I've been just staring at it this whole time. It's been on view.
Hey, you think that's a male or female Vesnustus? Are you guys good at sexing? That's what I thought. They're big. I got 2 of them, and I was hoping they would be. All right, that's what I thought. I got 2 of them, and they pretty much look the same. Here's the other one.
Hang on.
I had really bad luck always buying female Venustus, so I just kind of stopped buying them. And then the one that I got now, I know it's a male because when I went into the fish store, his whole face was just bright blue. But it's not as blue in my tank now because he's not dominant in this tank because he was in the other tank. But he's starting to get his yellow blaze coming down. He's got blue through his gill plates. Lips are all blue. So I just stopped buying Venustus.
There's my tank asshole right there. I put him in the male tank, and man, he just tears everybody up. Do what?
Fabergé.
I don't know what that is.
Isn't a Jacob Friedberg and a Eureka the same thing? They're just from different areas.
Oh, I don't know. I bought him at a pet store. I didn't even know what he was. I just knew he looked good at the time. I wasn't even really into cichlids because cichlids weren't really big whenever I started. Matter of fact, the only cichlids were like Oscars and then, of course, the Jag Dempseys, and I've never been in the African cichlids, so until here recently. I think he's a sunshine.
Yeah, that's what that fish looks like.
Yeah, there's some to be said, man. Peacocks. Peacocks is just beautiful.
Yeah, because that
he comes in this tank and
what a Friedberg or a Eureka would have. Almost looks like a mix between a sunshine and one, or a lemon jake and one.
Yeah. So then, like I said, this tank's just kind of thrown together, but it's pretty awesome to watch.
That doesn't matter what you got in there as long as you enjoy looking at them.
Yeah. Your tank's definitely the definition of a mixed tank.
Yeah.
The moment you see that koi coming around, boy, you're just like, yep, that's a mixed tank.
I saw a little Victorian in there. It's got that koi in there. South American, Malawi. It looked like a Neri is what I thought I saw in there.
Yeah, it did look like a Nairi. I can't wait to actually, like, when you look over here and you see all of them coming around on the top, I can't wait to get, like, the feather fins in there and get them going.
Yeah, they'll look nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm wanting, man. I mean, I'm with the Cyprichromis with the daffodils. I really am, because the sharp teeth.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know which one I'm going to be more terrified about, the daffodils, or if I'm going to get the Brachyardes, if it is like a mated pair, and then all of a sudden I'm going to have Fry in there, and then the Brachyardes are just going to turn into nightmares. You know, I don't know.
If I remember correctly, I thought my daffodils and like the Brachyardes had more like Mbuna type teeth, as to where like my Cylindricus and my Calvus and all those guys have like hypodermic needles for teeth. You know, they got top fangs and bottom fangs, like your Lalupi has.
Well, dude, I don't know why I'm taking my time about that. You know, I don't. But I think it's because he's the only like yellow that I have in there and bright. But I mean, if it comes down to it, because see, the other day, man, I lost the smallest Geliochromis I have. It was a little bitty Fry one, man. I lost one of those. Wasn't great. It was pretty sad. But
I wanted yellow in my Tanganyikan tank, and the Lalupi was the only thing I could think of. And I was down in Indianapolis at a pet store, and I found a yellow fish there that wasn't a Lalupi, and I ended up buying it. It was a Neolamprolongus helianthus. It was all yellow
yeah.
with a bright purple face.
Yeah. The like the Parasip, Blue Neon, I'm looking at those. When it comes down to I think the yellows are going to come down to like the like sips. And if I can, I'm thinking about I don't know if I want to introduce like Shelly's inside there, like a Cotopunk.
Yeah.
Like a Cotopunctatus. Those are pretty nice, but I mean, I don't know if I want to put Shelly's in there. I'm going to have at least two other Calvus in there. The Kasanga. I might try to find the albino, the white Calvus, as you suggested.
With the Shelleys, if I was going to have those in that tank that you've got, those would have been the first guys I would have put in that tank. So then they would have felt comfortable in the tank.
I know.
They would have known they would have had a hiding spot to go to their shells, and it really probably wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But by putting them in now at a later time with other fish in there, they're going to get harassed before they even realize what's going on.
Yeah, that's why I have that one right there. Oh, you guys like the cats? That's stockings.
Well, I think I'm about to have to jump off here, man.
End it here. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Yeah, not a problem, man.
Right,
I'd be able to stay on longer, but my brother's getting ready to come by. He just called on my house.
No, I guess I'm gonna help them wrap presents now.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys.
Yeah, take it easy, Red Dirt.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, my brother.